Happy Saturday, everybody. It's going on 7:30. Don and I slept in till 6:45. I'm out here with the kitties. Everybody was here but Morris, but here he comes. I called for him. Usually when I call, they're here within 3 to 5 minutes. They don't normally worry me too bad. Tux is up here on the platform. We are doing a Tesla drive over to Rocky Mount today, to the mill area, to walk in Battle Park over there with our Tesla friends, and just enjoy what's going to be a gorgeous fall day. Oh, careful, Tux. Yep, the leaves are coming down pretty good now. It's in the 50s and it's going to be in the 70s today. Sunny. Should be really nice. Everybody was here waiting on me. Panther, Gray, and Slate. Slate is still looking like she's putting on weight, certainly not losing weight. She goes for her follow-up check. Gonna, you know, relook at her kidney function next Saturday, the 30th. I'm thinking it's gonna be good. We're doing all the right things, so I'm staying positive on it. And she is eating the special food the vet wanted her to eat the majority of it of the time, so that's good. So the first leg of this trip is to go to the Wegmans in Wake Forest. That's a very large parking lot, and we're going to gather there for the Scenic ride over to Rocky Mount Mills. We did this ride pre-COVID, so I'm going to say a couple of years ago, and I think it was in the fall of the year, or late summer at any point. At that time we toured inside the old mill and where the generators were, and went to see the tiny homes. You might remember the video if you've been with us for a while. We're not planning to do that today. Today we're planning to go on a little hike at Battle Park, cross the bridge, see more of the water, more of the dam area, that kind of thing. But we're supposed to be at Wegmans no later than 9:15 and take out of there at 9:30, and we're on target for 9:06. Last I heard, there were 17 cars and 33 people attending, but I think that number probably went up by at least a few. So we're on the school run. We're on Highway 401 heading for I-40, headed for the Beltline. And we are in Jules. There was no FSD beta update for Ruby last night, and I haven't been able to ascertain if anybody got it last night or not. I would suspect maybe not, but I don't know. So the used car lot here, where we did see a Model S, an older one, a couple of them a few years ago, it's pretty full. Lots of BMW, Genesis, and Lexus on the lot. And he's pretty full. But we're coming up here near the Chevrolet place, and I apologize for the glare, but you can't hear me if I roll the window down. He has a fourth of the inventory he had at one point last year. There's like no new car. He was all, this whole field over here that's empty was all full of pickup trucks last year. He was full. He has like next to no inventory at the new Chevrolet dealer place. So I'm just pointing that out when you're talking about availability of cars on car lots. Yeah, Don's bringing out, there's a Ford place over here, and they also have a lot less cars. Normally they'd be packed down along the street in the front of that hedge even. Oh, yeah. And then I was able to see, which probably didn't show up on camera, but the new cars had like 2 or 3 spaces between them, whereas I've seen the lot entirely full. So the local Ford and Chevy dealer here in Fuquay has a fraction of the regular inventory. We're here, it's 9:07. Jules pretty much have it pegged right on time. I see Zeb's model, red Model 3. There's Kendall. Oh, I'm excited to see our friends.
High on coffee.
Johnny has made a friend. Hi, sweetie. So what kind of dog?
He's a Cavapoo, so Cavalier, King Charles, and Poodle, except he's got all Poodle and Hyper. We had a full-bred Cav, and between his shedding, and I just didn't know if I could handle heart disease again.
Oh, yeah.
So, supposedly these ones don't get the heart disease.
No, he's
My
a
luck,
cutie.
he probably will, but he's got all the Poodle anxiety and bounce.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I count 15 so far. Okay, I'm gonna do a Bjorn in the Wegmans bathroom. It's bubbles if you put your hand under on the left, warm water in the center, and actually the air dryer on the right. I have never seen this setup before, and it's pretty darn cool. All right, off we go. If I'd have thought, I'd have ran down to the end, filmed the front of the cars, and then hopped in. Oh well.
We weren't thinking. So Kendall's leading the way, I would assume.
The plate in front of us is thanks Elon.
Yeah.
I agree with that sentiment.
That's a great
this
plate.
is so much fun. I'm so happy to be out here this morning. I really needed this. Johnny's with us. He went inside and got him a sandwich to tide him over till lunch from Wegmans. He was his chicken salad connoisseur, and he said it was really good. He would get it again.
Yes.
So we did add a few cars at the very end there, including our friend Joe was able to join, and I think we had one more person that was local that came to buy groceries that went home and got their Tesla and joined because they didn't know about it. I tell folks, even if you don't plan to do a bunch of events and you're local, you really should join us anyway, because you know, we've got a lot of fun going on. There's some cars behind us, including Zeb. We're in a performance Y. We'll catch up. Don's safety score, who cares?
Well, I've already got a...
Well, but you got an early alert, so I think because it tracks on medium alerts, the fact that we have it set to early keeps you out of trouble. By the time you break, you're not at the medium level of closeness, I think.
Okay.
Because Ruby alerted one time for me, and I didn't get dinged.
Right.
And it's gonna do the dinging at the medium level of closeness with the car in front of you on stopping like that or avoiding a crash, whether you have the audible turned on or not, because you can turn it off. I don't recommend it, but you can turn it off. Well, if you've never gone on a little drive with your fellow Tesla owners, I highly recommend it. It's just really cool. Really cool. The lighting's pretty harsh this morning. I'm doing what I can. But I know it's the shade, the sun, the into the sun. It's all a little hard for that perfect Tesla shot. You know, this is kind of like following trains. You kind of need to be up ahead, pulled over, stopped, ready for the cars to come past. We are enjoying the scenery. A lot of fields with soybeans that are very golden at this point. We're at I guess a 5-way stop. There. It's a little weird. So we are officially in Bunn, B-U-N-N, North Carolina. Well, we were on the end of the chain of cars anyway, and there are a few folks behind us, but we've lost everyone in front of us. It's not like we don't know where we're supposed to end up. And you do want to go left here. The totally fast way would be pick up 64 near Spring Lake, but we're going to try to pick up alternate 64 and stay more scenic. We're in Spring Hope now, not to be confused with the Spring Lake area down near Fayetteville, which is much farther south. We are on alternate 64, which is this, you know, scenic, not in a rush to get where we're going route. It's definitely a lot of hometown stuff here. Don made a turn to check out the depot for me. See if, you know, if this is a place we would want to come back. Spring Hope. Want to come back and visit on a different alternate weekend.
It's the library.
It is. They turned the old depot into the library.
Never been to Spring Hope before.
Little thrift shop. Said Spring Hope was established in 1889. Wow, that's pretty spiffy. Let me roll down the window and get prepared for you to make the left turn. Wow. Gorgeous. Those columns. Very southern.
Look at this church.
Yep, well there's another nice house on the right here. And then yes, the church with real stained glass. Looks like when you turn right here, there's a couple of houses also.
I'll just let the guys get
This older house has inflatable in the front yard right next to the Greek goddess. That's pretty good. Yep.
Big porch. Makes you wonder what the hell is out here in Spring Hope that built all these houses.
Well, here's the Nashville Fire Department. Got everything clean and on display. Ready for action. Like Don said, we might not be back out here again anytime soon, and if we see enough that we like, that would be a reason for a day trip because we're not too far from the house. It's an older school or some sort of big building up here on the right. Hands reaching out of the sky. Faith Christian Ministries is what that mural is part of. And then obviously the maybe the county seat, the courthouse, city hall, something over here. Yeah, Faith Christian Ministries is a thrift store. Yep, Nash County Courthouse. You can kind of spot them a mile away.
So
and the new courthouse is next to the old courthouse.
So this is not Rocky Mountain. It's not the county seat.
That's right. Or it's the next county over.
Nashville. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what county Rocky Mount's in.
I thought it was Nashville.
That's a pretty home. really enjoy seeing the way people have their porch decorated. It's a big pumpkin. How'd you like to have that one, Johnny? Pretty cool, huh? Wow, that house still has some of the original glass, the wavy glass in the windows.
Yeah.
I really like that porch, the lines on that house.
Oh, cotton. Right there. Wow. It ain't been picked yet.
Yeah, well, it's typically harvested in October or later.
Yeah. Yeah, well.
Every time I've driven 258 up to the bird sanctuary, Sylvan Heights Bird Park, this time of year we usually see cotton in the fields, or they're even picking it and there's cotton all over the roads because, like the tobacco, some of it comes out, flies out when they're going down the road. This is just Eastern Avenue, but it looks like they're probably getting ready to put in some housing.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're just bringing water and sewer to the...
We're gonna 4-lane it.
Yeah, or widen it. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
It's not a highway road, so I'm not sure.
Something's gonna happen.
So they're nicely restored, but you can see that this is the architecture that would have been the houses associated with the mill back in the day. Very cookie cutter, very tiny, although many added on too. Very nicely restored. They're just like this on the other side of the street too. There's Rocky Mount Mills. There's a big event there and parking isn't going quite as predictable as we'd hoped. So we've walked from the Battle Park parking lot to the first gazebo scenic overlook, and as Kendall had told me the other day, it would be an awesome, great view over to the mill if it weren't for all the trees that were blocking the view. Although it does look like people probably walk down on those rocks and get a little bit better view, maybe. Yeah, we've got a good number of people. Okay, it looks like people walk over here all the time, and some of us adventurous souls are walking down on the closer to the water so we can see across to the mill. All right, we made it down to the rock front. We could call this the waterfront. This is just an extension of the Tar River. It's pretty darn low right now. It's beautiful down here.
Find out.
Are you showing how it's done?
Go across.
You go all the way?
Well, I would go all the way, but then y'all would have to follow me and somebody could slip and get hurt.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
There's the gazebo overlook we were at a little while ago, because we did have to walk down pretty good to get to the river. Wow, looking back towards the way we came, that sure is pretty with all those leaves down there. Yeah, apparently this used to be a bridge. Maybe a train bridge, but not a car bridge. I don't know.
Well, there's a pillar over there.
Yeah, there's a third one.
There's a pillar there, and then there's one going this way, so it might have been two different bridges.
Oh, yeah.
Huh. Look at the rounded off tops of the trees, or the tree roots. That's kind of neat.
So, yeah. So we've had...
We're on a nice little footbridge here. People walking, it's bouncing. The rocks are very pretty here in all the locations. Coming back in this direction, we really noticed how pretty this maple tree is. Definite sign of fall things to come. It is. Very pretty. We're on the real car bridge, but it has a very nice, generous sidewalk. And we're walking over to the mill, leaving Jules parked at the parking lot. Very pretty.
It is pretty.
Well, there's a heron down there looking for fish. So we're here at the smokehouse, and that's Johnny's beef brisket, mac and cheese, and seasoned fries. Yeah, that burger, because it had bacon on it.
And the bun's really small.
All right, that is the Philly beefsteak brisket. Kendall and I are both getting ready to dig in. It's huge. Well, it's just after 2, and we're on our way back home. Just left Rocky Mountain a few minutes ago. We're taking the normal way home, not going back through Nashville. So Don just promised me that he's going to check Ruby's tire pressure to make sure I don't get an alert on the next cold morning.
Yeah,
Jules are actually a little underinflated today because of the air temperature drop.
Yeah, it's I think 39.
Well, they're warmed up now, so they're at
yeah.
40, 41, but they were down at like 36, 37.
Well, yeah, 38 I think. But yeah, nonetheless, we were lucky that we didn't get a ding this morning.
So this is your public service announcement. Temperatures are going down. The pressure in your tires will all of a sudden be lower. Check your air pressure and adjust accordingly before you get a scare.
Yeah, and pick you up a couple 9-volt batteries so that when your time changes here in a couple weeks, that you can change the batteries.
And you don't want the chirping to start in the middle of the night and not be able to fix it.
Yeah.
Better yet, prevent it from chirping in the first place.
That's right.
Did you miss me? You did. I missed you too. We're going to team up and get the yard blown. Don's got the backpack blower. I've got the regular blower. It's good for him if I'm around to swap the battery pack.
Have to take it off.
So he doesn't have to take it off. And he put another 7.5 amp hour on the charger. So whoever needs it can go grab it.